Yes. Whew, snuck up on you that time, didn't I? 24 hours to go. 24 hours to go. A squirrel got sedated. Yeah, we're talking about Peanut, who died tragically, who might have been like a squirrel sacrifice. So let me connect these. I have the last polls. I have some of the videos of Peanut the squirrel. Ron Paul may now be part of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. I'm going to give my endorsement today. I saw some people writing their endorsements, like Cernovich and stuff. It's kind of funny people think, but do you guys want my opinion? I want you to vote for Trump. Well, I don't even, I wonder if any of you live in swing states. I probably should do some polls in the chat for like what people are doing, what people are thinking, whether you've got your celebration ready. I'm going to be doing the show. I'll be doing the election live tomorrow, I guess. I can't think of anything else I should be doing. So I'll cover it live. I'll do my best. I'll probably pull up some tabulator like the New York Times or something. We won't be able to watch the live news coverage or anything like that. So we'll just have to look for the best sources. Maybe starting, some people I heard are starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if I'll start that early. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be a landslide? Nuckfugget says you're in North Carolina and you voted for Trump. Yeah, the reasons, I can give my reasons why I voted for him this time. I didn't last time. I didn't vote last time. So I gambled on it, and I gambled on Biden, but that's not because I want, well, I don't know. I had mixed feelings last time. After 4 years of Trump, I was really tired of him. I was just tired of all the drama. And it makes my job more difficult because people get a little cultish when it comes to Trump. Like people get cultish. So if you say something like negative about him, people are lash out and things. It happens with Kamala too, I'm sure. I'm not comparing you to Democrats or anything, but some people lash out. So I would sometimes say negative things. And it's easier when the president in power you can make fun of, like Biden. I was more able to do that. So, but this time, yeah, I already marked my ballot. I haven't voted yet because they don't have early in-person voting here, and I don't know where the drop boxes are or anything. But tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll go take my ballot, which they mailed to me. I'll take that into the local polling place. There are long lines some places. To me, it's kind of I can't believe people have to wait in line for 5 or 6 hours to vote, and then they do it. If I had to do that, I probably wouldn't bother. It's with just one vote. I mean, who cares? 5 hours, 6 hours. That's what they say some of these lines are, these early voting lines. It's insane. I've never, whatever it is, California takes like a month to count, and who knows how they do it, which is ridiculous. But they definitely have plenty of polling stations. I've never had to wait in line to vote. I think that's crazy. I think it's weird. The states all decide how to run their elections, so everybody has different experience, different states. Some states, they don't even have in-person voting at all, like I think Washington State. So let's see. What are people's predictions? William says if the Kamalists win, it's going to civil war and or national divorce. If Trump is selected, it is to get white men into the U.S. military. Either way, Israel wins. Well, I do think either way, Israel wins. That's just a given. There's one candidate, I guess Jill Stein, I haven't paid much attention to her, but I guess Jill Stein is the one person who's vocally pro-Palestine or pro-Arab. Trump has been trying it out, though. Trump's trying to get the votes in Michigan. So there are some polls that show there are some polling organizations that have Trump ahead in all 7 swing states. He could win all of them. I think he might really. Oh, I made a big wager on well, depends on your point of view. I was thinking I'd really tempted to make a really big wager on it. I really do think he's going to win, Donald Trump. But in any case, I was giving my case for it. It's because of the people he's got around him this time. They're like, I don't object hardly to anybody. Elon Musk, I mean, nobody's perfect, but Vivek, Elon, Tulsi, RFK, and now Ron Paul. Ron Paul would be I would work on the immortality thing and get Ron Paul some kind of immortality status and then install him as permanent emperor. Although Rand Paul's pretty cool too. So it'd be cool if it's weird. I haven't heard from Rand Paul in forever. He's still senator, right? I haven't heard from him in a long time. Okay, so what am I going to do this show? I will play you the latest ads. I will show you the tragic story of Peanut the squirrel. I'll probably show you like 2 of his TikTok videos. And then the video of the people talking about how the government, the deep state, basically came to their house like they were drug dealers after their pet squirrel and raccoon too. So I'll play you that. I just have some like funny videos. I have Kamala Harris being really weird on the campaign trail. Here's more ads. I'm going to play you all the latest ads. Yeah, isn't that great? People love ads, right? No, people like it when it's political ads. So I'll give you the latest stuff. And then I'll show you some funny videos too and show you about the squirrel. And then we're counting down. 1 day left. Have you guys voted? I'll have to do some kind of poll. I'll play my intro first. Here we go. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. What it is, joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. And I bring you the news, the real news. Yes, real news. So what do you guys... Okay, let me just show you a funny video first. I showed you that video where somebody put together an AI video about what the future is going to be like in 50 years if Trump wins. It's going to be J.D. Vance is still going to be president. And the cities will be on fire and so forth. So somebody made one. People have rallied behind Peanut the squirrel and basically blame the Democrats for Peanut's death. Here's a quick video.
It wasn't always like this. They arrested Peanut, found him guilty, and murdered him. The people rioted. The chaos spread. And now all we have are memories of Peanut. It wasn't always like this. They arrested.
That's pretty funny. People said it was dicks out for Harambe. Remember Harambe? He got shot for attacking somebody or something, the gorilla. And then why is it conservatives? Why did he become a hero for the right? It's just so interesting, and not for the left. You'd think he'd want to be a hero for everybody. Pets for Trump. I've seen that too. AI lets you make funny videos. That was clearly an AI assisted video. It's pretty funny. Okay. All right. Let's give you, there's okay. Yeah. So my argument for voting for Trump is that unlike last time or 2016, he's surrounded by people who are pretty cool mostly, and he's running a pretty good campaign. I think some people said he had a bad week last week. I don't really think so. Trending right now is nervous, voted for Trump, and too big to rig. Those are the trending topics right now. People are nervous, voted for Trump already, or too big to rig. All right, let's show you some Trump ads. So it's supposed to be nuts out for peanut. That's right. Nuts out for peanut. Thank you, Melis Frostine. I don't know if I got to that. Dicks out for Harambe. Nuts out for peanut. Everybody's nuts for peanut. Okay, here's the Unity ticket ad. What he has done that's so unique. And he didn't get what, and Kamala got like the worst possible people, like Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney. Trump's got cool people. All right, here we go.
What will we do with this moment? How will we be remembered? Look at the opportunities before us.
This election really isn't about the left versus the right. It's about we, the people, choosing our government and the choice between freedom versus tyranny.
Nobody has a chronic disease burden like we have. Why are we allowing this to happen to our children? Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other.
What is going on here is deeper than politics. It is deeply spiritual. We are being called to rise above the hatred and the fear and the evil.
We need to remember above and beyond that we must love our neighbors, that we must treat other people as we hope to be treated.
You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing!
Don't you want healthy children? Don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
I come to you today as a former Democrat. I will be a first-time Trump voter tonight.
The people dreamed this country, and it's the people who are making America great again.
Melania is very stylish. So that was some kind of internet ad. It's 2 minutes, 26 seconds. So I don't know if it's made to run on any networks or anything. I heard, there was a Saturday Night Live appearance by Kamala Harris that apparently violated equal time. So NBC had to run Trump ads during NFL and NASCAR to make up for it. But Kamala was on SNL. It wasn't funny at all. It was just a campaign ad, basically, of Kamala on SNL. and they said it violated equal time. So Trump got to run some ads. Apparently, that's what I read on the internet. I mean, I don't know for sure. I didn't see the ads, Ron. Or I might have. All right, so that's the Unity ticket ad. That's one thing that Trump has done, which is very remarkable. He has brought in a number of people who said they were. Oh, and then Tucker too. Don't forget about Tucker. They're just kind of like people I could talk to. I feel like it's the kind of people you know. They said about George Bush, you could have a beer with them. There's kind of a lot of cool people, and some of them are pretty young. Vivek, Tulsi. Talk about next generation. The next generation is really with Trump. Kamala Harris says she represents the next generation of leadership. I don't know how. She's not that young. I mean, she's not in her 40s or anything. I think she's, I wonder how old she is. Let's just look. 60. She's 60, yeah. So talking about next generation. Well, the next generation, I mean, J.D. Vance, Tulsi Gabbard, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Elon Musk. I mean, they're all pretty young. And then Joe Rogan, forget about it. It's quite a team. And that was the ad that emphasized that. Okay, here's the latest ad. People love it. Apparently, I'll play that for you. Then I'll play you a Kamala ad. Suzette Ann says Trump has been selected. Selected? Yeah, maybe. I don't know how it works. People, I don't know if elections are real or not, but we participate sometimes. All right, here's the latest. I haven't even watched it yet. Watching it for the first time.
Nothing worth doing ever came easy. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Never, ever quit. Never quit. Adversity makes you stronger. Don't give in, don't back down, and never stop doing what you know is right. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedoms. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you, and I just happen to be standing in their way.
When they couldn't beat him, they tried to bankrupt him.
President Trump is back in a New York City courtroom.
When that didn't work, they tried to put him in federal prison.
Raided by the FBI.
When that didn't work, they even tried to kill him.
They just tried to kill President Trump.
Donald Trump still stands, ready to fight, ready to win, and ready to make America great again.
This is Donald Trump's house, brother.
This election, we all get to choose. I'm going to choose real American leadership and a real American badass. The 45th and soon to be 47th President Donald J. Trump.
Starting on day one, we will defeat inflation quickly and we will make America affordable again. I will cut your energy costs in half. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break. We are going to bring back the American dream, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. When I'm back in the White House, we will restore world peace, and it will be again peace through strength. I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. And we'll put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country. November 5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America. We all salute the same great American flag. Our best days are yet to come. Together, we will make America great again.
All right. I hope this is a show for everybody. I'm going to show Kamala campaign ads. Teddy Spaghetti says LFG. LFG. It's like your team, your team. Get behind your team and then your team wins. What is going to happen to the losing? Are you prepared if your candidate loses? I don't know if I'm prepared. I put a significant wager on Donald Trump. On Kalshi. Do you guys want to? Oh, let me play you Kamala's ad. Oh no, I have another Trump. Trump's got quite a team behind him doing his digital stuff. he's just dropped good stuff on. He drops good stuff on TikTok. He's got Tucker narrating an ad, so I'll play that too. And then I have, where's my Kamala Harris ad? There it is. It's only 30 seconds. Haven't watched it yet. All right, let's close these. Okay, we have a Tucker ad now. Yeah, weird. November 5th, tomorrow. Really weird that it's going to happen. It's going to be for real. And then what happens next? The day after tomorrow. What's that all about?
Millions of Americans sincerely love Donald Trump. They love him in spite of everything they've heard. They love him often in spite of himself. They love Donald Trump because no one else loves them. The country their ancestors fought for over hundreds of years has left them to die in their unfashionable little towns, mocked and despised by the sneering half-wits with finance degrees but no actual skills who seem to run everything all of a sudden. Whatever Donald Trump's faults, he is better than the rest of the people in charge. Donald Trump, in other words, is and has always been a living indictment of the people who run this country. That was true when Trump came out of nowhere to win the presidency, and it's every bit as true right now. Trump rose because they failed. It's as simple as that. If the people in charge had done a halfway decent job with the country they inherited, Donald Trump would still be hosting Celebrity Apprentice. But they didn't. Instead, they were incompetent and narcissistic and cruel and relentlessly dishonest. They wrecked what they didn't build. They lied about it. They hurt anyone who told the truth about what they were doing. That's true. We watched. America is still a great country, the best in the world, but our ruling class is disgusting. A vote for Trump is a vote against them. That's what's going on in this country.
There you go. Make America Great Again. There's another ad. People are launching independently. People on TikTok are doing trend. They call them trends, like dance trends. People are dancing to that gay anthem, YMCA, which I can't believe. Why did they pick such a gay song to be the Republican thing? I mean, whatever. You want to go to the YMCA because there's dudes there and you want to shower with them. That's cool. But anyway, here's like trends, I guess, TikTok trends. You know how it works, right? You guys are on TikTok, right? You see the people dancing trends. Oh, baby.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for young men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Young man, are you listening to me? I said, young man, what do you want to be? I said, young man, you can make real your dreams, but you got to know this one thing. No man does it all by himself. I said, young man, put your pride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA. I'm sure they can help you today. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
There you go. So those are some of the TikTok trends. People are celebrating. Well, get out. Do we have to get some champagne or something if he wins? I don't know. is what's going to happen. Bitcoin will go up. I hope that's one of the things. Bitcoin should pump if he wins, and that's good. I should have voted for him just for cryptocurrency, honestly, because I am invested. All right, here we go. And then I'll show you guys what the latest odds show. The odds have been all over the place. So I'll show you what the latest odds are. Here's the ad for Kamala.
Come on, boys. Let's make America great again. It's your turn, buddy.
Before you cast your vote in this election, think about how it'll impact the people you care about the most.
Daddy!
Remember, you can vote any way you want, and no one will ever know.
Do your patriotic duty.
You bet I did, brother. What happens in the booth stays in the booth. Vote Harris Walls. Paid for by Vote Common Good.
Come on,
What
boys.
if I voted?
Let's make America.
I mean, Katie would be very unhappy. She would be extremely unhappy with me. But you can vote in secret. If you want to vote for Kamala, that's fine. Is anybody in the chat voting for Kamala Harris? Who, I don't know what poll to ask. I want to ask multiple things. If anyone voted for Kamala who listens to this show, if you've already voted, and that's it. And then who you voted for, I don't know. It's too many questions. Too hard to ask. Let me see if I can show you. I have been showing you how the odds. Oops. Let's see. Let's see if it'll share this. I think it's having trouble sharing that screen. Okay, so I'll show you different odds. Wow, Kamala Harris is actually favored still on predicted.org. But it says you can't bet on Trump, so it's not really fair. Predicted is ridiculous. Predicted says the Harrison-Trump presidential winner contract says you might not be able to trade contracts. So it's kind of stupid. It's kind of broken. But I'll show you that anyway. Election prediction poll. That would be the best. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I will run that. Let me see. Who you think will win. They always say that's a good thing to ask people. That if you ask people who they think will win, that's a better predictor than who they want to vote for. So we'll run that poll. I'm opening the tab right now so I can communicate with you through YouTube. I will run that poll. Who do you think will win? No, this isn't made for kids. Here we go. Poll. Start a poll. Who will win? Who will win? Trump, Kamala. And it's the same. I don't know, like, because some people think, oh, he's going to win, but there will be a technicality or something. Somebody asked me about betting on that. There are two different ways to bet on Polymarket. Polymarket says the bet pays when the TV networks all announce the winner. That's when the bet pays off on Polymarket. But they have a separate bet where you can bet who's going to be inaugurated. So, like, if you think it's going to be called one way and then overturned or something, like if Trump's going to win, but then he won't get inaugurated, that somehow they're going to do Kamala, you can bet on that instead. But the bet pays on Polymarket. The bet pays when the networks call it. That's what it says on their site. For some reason, I can't share that. I can't share that site. But I will share you the other sites. They say it's razor thin, but I don't think it is. I feel like they're just saying that because it's good content, that it's razor thin. Okay, but here it is. On predicted.org, actually Kamala Harris is favored. But they don't, their numbers don't add up to 100. So it's basically tied, 53-52. 53-52 on predicted.org. But it also says you can't bet. On Kalshi, where I bet, it says Donald Trump is now favored, but it got down to 51-49. Oh, it's all over the place. That's crazy. It went way up. Wow, it's really volatile right now. Lots of people betting on it. I got in. I should have bet more when it was 51 cents. But that's all right. I got in around 54 and then I think 53 and then 54 again, I think. Okay. There, it doesn't look as volatile. So there it is. Those are the odds. You can see it was like way blown out for Donald Trump, and then it came back together and then really crashed. Like something happened, and it went down to almost 50-50 betting odds. But what is the states that are going to be interesting are Michigan and Wisconsin. Pennsylvania should go for Trump. If he gets, and then he wins anyway. If he wins Pennsylvania, he pretty much wins. If Kamala wins Pennsylvania, it's not necessarily over for her because he could win Wisconsin or Michigan. 75% of people, this is a good bet. God, makes me want to bet more. Who will win the popular vote? I think like Trump is winning nationally in several polls. I think this is an easy bet, and it pays off 3-1. 25% say Donald Trump will win the popular vote. I say that's something. That's pretty good odds, considering that he actually is leading or tied in the latest national polls, even though those usually lean left. So that's an interesting bet right there. North Carolina, Trump is favored. Wisconsin, Kamala Harris is favored, but it's close. There, it stopped. See how this is why things changed. Suddenly it went in favor of Kamala Harris in Wisconsin, where Trump was favored earlier. So anyway, that's some of the stuff that's going on with betting odds. That's Wisconsin. Trump 53, Kamala 47. And there's a look at their map. They have Trump winning Arizona, North Carolina, Pennsylvania purple, Wisconsin purple, Michigan a little blue. But they say Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada are the toss-ups based on their map. Oh, and this shows all the odds right here. People are predicting that Republicans win the Senate, and it's almost 50-50 to win the House. Excuse me. All right, so that's what we're looking at. You can bet on it, and you can sell your position before the event finishes. Like if all of a sudden it swung in Trump's favor. It did bounce back though quite a bit. So Trump's favored by 10 points on Kalshi. That's all I can say. On 538, Trump wins 52 times out of 100. Hasn't changed. Latest polls, they're all over the place. But Trump is, I'll just show you some of the pollsters talking about it. Then I'll show you the squirrel. Let's see. Here we go. Rasmussen polling. Okay, I'll show you that. Yeah, even Robinhood has election bets. Yeah, scroll. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, Robinhood. Robinhood lets you bet on the election. Yeah, it's always the same way. It's like you bet. It's out of $1. It's out of $1 usually. Yeah, it's like however many cents per share, and then it pays off at $1 if you win. So if it's 53% chance, you pay 53 cents a share, and it pays off at $1 a share. Yeah, they have that on Robinhood too. I saw that. Very interesting. They let you deposit cryptocurrency. Kalshi lets you bet, and they let you deposit cryptocurrency. So I thought that was cool. They let you deposit USDC. So that's the way I did it. You can bet all the way up until and through the election until it's called. You can bet on it. All right, here's what they're saying. This is Rasmussen's final call on it, so we'll see. I think they're kind of like milking it, saying it's really close, maybe in some cases, but.
So here's the Rasmussen Report's final call that includes Peanut the squirrel.
Yeah, poor Peanut.
And if you were looking for another corollary to 2016, you have your Harambe moment here. You're saying, as you have said on this program and been mocked for relentlessly, because you've been saying it since the summer, that Donald Trump is in a pole position to win the national popular vote.
Yeah, as basically 70% of the polling industry would probably agree with. I think what we got to on a national popular vote basis is that most of these guys got up to about tie, and that's as far as their managing editors would let them publish. I really do think that's what, I mean, we got Fox News, Trump +2, CNBC, Trump +2, Wall Street Journal, a Murdoch outlet, Trump +3. Oh, they finally got our Trump +3 on there too. Atlas Intel, Trump +2. Here's all the other ties. Tip, New York Post, NBC News, Emerson, New York Times, Siena, which is 538's #1 pollster. And everybody else, listen, the far left bookend here is Marist at a Harris +4. And ABC News, where did they go? They were at Harris +3, but now, oh, they must have a final call coming. I almost guarantee you they're going to put out a tie, but we'll see. I mean, it's just, they just can't bring themselves. And of course, the headlines with the national popular, the Real Clear Politics aggregate is exactly tie right now. Good job, NPR Marist, for pushing it back to a tie. But they're all saying in the headlines, well, that's a razor thin race. The national popular vote tie is a razor thin race. I can't believe it.
So Trump wins the national vote. Talk us through the math here. The path to victory becomes a very, very quick, very quick stride.
Yeah, this looks right like what my numbers show, except I have Wisconsin Trump +3, so I'd flip that one there. That gets him to 297, and I have Michigan a toss-up. It's only at Harris +1. But if you're talking about toss-ups, New Hampshire is a toss-up too, because I also have that at Harris +1. And then Virginia is at Harris +2. So if my state polling is 2 points to left, and we were 6 points to left in 2020, I'll tell you that right now. We're talking about 14-17, 27. It's like 32. Like, it's a lot of votes that could go for Trump. So we're seeing something in the 320s then, right?
So 320 is what is mathematically acceptable.
Yeah, I think the map you're showing here is a reasonable take based on my numbers, but I'd flip Wisconsin 297. That's my base case based on my polling. I think there's a much better case that Trump outperforms and a near zero case that Harris significantly outperforms the polling. But, things have happened, right?
There you go. That's Rasmussen is usually pretty good. Hey, 101. All right. Hey, 101 people, like this video and then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I go live basically every day around the same time. You can tune in, you can participate. And also you can buy our t-shirts, which are on sale at truthclothing.io. I'm wearing one of them, which says lift the veil, never normal. I think we still have some, we might not have this one in stock. I'm not sure, but go to our store before we sell out of everything. Everything's on clearance sale. Some shirts as low as $5 at truthclothing.io. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell. All right, so that's Rasmussen, who says it's leaning Trump. Atlas Intel has everything leaning Trump. And like I said, the national polling is basically even. That it's interesting. My prediction is over 300. I mean, that's my prediction, is that he gets over 300 and that it'll be over pretty early. But some people say, why aren't they going to steal it again? Well, there's a lot of people looking at stuff this time, so that might make a difference. Here's some Democrat memo that says voting is down. It's very small. I can't even read it. I have to take my glasses off. Urban turnout down and female turnout down, and rural voting up compared to 2020. Democrat early numbers don't look that good. All right, let's talk about the squirrel. And here's Trump. I'll show you Trump. Trump says it's not close. They don't want people to not show up on election day, so here is.
Because I'm not supposed to say this, I'm going to be like the fake news. They're saying it's very close. It's really not very close. Based on what's been happening, it's not so close. We're leading in all 7 swing states, as you probably know. Because I'm not supposed
There you
to
go.
say this.
He says it's not close, leading in all 7 swing states. Yeah, I think it's definitely possible you could take all of them. Let me show you. Close this. Show you the stuff about the squirrel. I showed you one pro Kamala ad. Okay. Let me just show you videos of the squirrel, who's dead now. Poor squirrel. He had him for 7 years, apparently. And I'll show you them talking about the raid. So this is the squirrel, Peanut.
It's hearts on fire and crazy dreams. Oh, the nights ignite like gasoline.
Nice squirrel.
And light up those streets and never sleep when the sky goes dark. Out where the wild things are. I called my brother from the back of that plane. The second I made it, we started drinking on the strip in LA. And then it got crazy. Ended up at a house in the hills with some Hollywood stars, kissing on a blonde in a back. Oh, it's hearts on fire.
Oops, I'm trying to pause it. It started over. I'll show you the next one. Cute squirrel. You can see it more. Come on, computer.
Never sleep when the sky goes dark. Out where the wild things are.
Here we go. Come on.
I called my brother from the back of.
There we go. Goodness gracious. All right, I'll show you another video of the squirrel. We're saying because Nate Silver is trending right now. Too big to rig, I said, is trending. Now President Harris is trending. How exciting. Show you one more. Yeah, it looks kind of like a... It's not a gray squirrel.
Good Lord.
It's like a black
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozing since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord, one. Here comes the
So they
two,
came and they
three
killed
to
it.
the four.
Well,
Tell
there's a
them bring
raccoon too,
another
by
round.
the
We
way.
need 30 more. Two stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor. Oh my. Good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown.
There you go. There's another video. It's very sad. I was very sad. I was thinking about making a t-shirt. There's like this meme is pretty good. Yeah, I was thinking about making a t-shirt. I don't know if he's going to be as big as Harambe, but I feel bad for the poor squirrel. I mean, and for the guy too. So here's the interview with the guy explaining the raid, how the government came and took his raccoon too. Let's not forget about the raccoon. Mimsy Schwimsy says, my daughter says he was making gay porn on OnlyFans. It's possible. I do you guys don't know about my OnlyFans. So guys got to do something. He's got a pet squirrel, but that doesn't make him much. It just gets him views. And then he tells people, funnels him over to his OnlyFans page. No, I don't know. Yeah, I heard something about gay porn. I did hear something about that. But he's married though. I don't know. I don't know the facts behind that one. This is them describing the raid.
We just learned that they have euthanized Peanut.
And the raccoon as well.
And the raccoon as well. I am so sorry. This must be really difficult for you.
It not only tears my family apart, but Peanut was the cornerstone of our nonprofit animal rescue. And 10 to 12 DEC officers raided my house as if I was a drug dealer. I was sat outside my house for 5 hours. I had to get a police escort to my bathroom. I wasn't even allowed to feed my rescue horses breakfast or lunch. I was sat there like a criminal after they interrogated my wife to check out her immigration status, then proceeded to ask me if I had cameras in my house, then proceeded to go through every cabinet, nook, and cranny of my house for a squirrel and a raccoon.
They got a search warrant?
They got a search warrant. 4 departments and a judge signed off on a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. And then they took them and killed them.
Why did they go through all that to get a search warrant for an animal that had been with you very safely, and the world witnessed this for 7 years? Why now suddenly did they show up with a search warrant and take these animals?
We haven't a clue. We don't know who made the complaints. Again, Peanut was an indoor squirrel, not harming anybody. He's been with us for 7 years. Not a single complaint was ever filed for this animal. We had him for 7.5 years. He became the world's most famous squirrel. We weren't hiding him by any means. He was all over TikTok. He became the first squirrel on TikTok to ever hit 1 million followers. He did every news station around the world. He's helped people. He's helped kids gather joy. And then we started a nonprofit animal rescue called Peanut's Freedom Farm to help animals like Peanut fight a good fight when they're in a neglected case or they're sitting in a slaughter auction. And he was the cornerstone of our life and our organization. We used his platform to help raise money for the 300 animals we have at our sanctuary.
There you go. Sad story. Poor Peanut. Regardless of the gay porn situation. Donald Trump has not yet mentioned Peanut, but JD Vance mentioned Peanut today. They're doing a ton of events right now. I think Don is doing like 4 rallies today, and he speaks forever. Pirate, good point. Squirrels live more. Yeah, we're learning something all the time. I didn't know they lived that long either. More than 7 years. Yeah, I guess they lived that long. The old squirrel. So here's JD Vance teasing that Trump may mention Peanut.
So I know Don's fired up about Peanut the squirrel. We were on the way down here from Cincinnati. He was like, is it really the case that the Democrats murdered the Elon Musk of squirrels? And I said, yeah, it sounds like, have you seen the videos of this squirrel? He's a genius. So I know Don's fired
There you
up
go.
about Peanut the squirrel.
So it has made the campaign trail. The Democrats killed. It's pretty funny. It's just funny. People just blame the Democrats, blame for everything. Okay, so they're saying some lady called in a complaint or something, but those people, the owner there didn't mention why the people came, but they're saying some Karen made a complaint, and she might be named Karen, and I saw maybe Brittany Venti doxed her, actually her home address, then deleted it. So there's some crazy stuff going on with doxing, and they think this person, I don't know if anybody knows the real story. RD is saying what her name might be in the chat, I guess. Squirrel red flag laws. Yeah, I don't know how they did it. They're mentioning some name of a person in Texas who called it in. Yeah, I don't know. Terrible squirrel. Squirrel got killed. Here's Kamala being crazy. And just she says the same speech every time. And the Trump campaign pointed that out. I'll show you this. The Elon Musk of squirrels. So here's Kamala. She does this, but I mean, it's not abnormal in politics. It's a stump speech. What's abnormal is what Trump does and talks for hours off the cuff. That's abnormal. He'll start speaking, then they'll go to Kamala. She'll do her whole speech, and then Trump will still be going after that. 4 times a day right now. Here's this complete.
Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. Are you ready to make your voices heard?
Pretty funny. They make her seem like a robot. Her husband said something about her. People thought this was funny. Doug. People thought this was funny. You interpret it for yourself.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
All right, try one more time.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
You get it? Here's Kamala freaking out at an event. Okay, so we saw the squirrel. Squirrel is handled. Okay, so I have Kamala screwing up in an event. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. You can always drop super chats. If you want to support the show other ways, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/liftthevale or Cash App, $LTV411. Here's Kamala. God, she's going to be. If she wins, are you prepared? Let me check out the poll. People think Trump is going to win. Okay. Well, I put $1,000 on it. So I'm trusting you guys. Some guy in my chat said last show he was going to bet me personally, but he never showed up. So I just did it on Kalshi. So he better win. He better win. Otherwise, I'll be very upset. But we could use the cash.
Let's vote.
Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's get out the vote. Let's win. All right, let's get to work. 24 hours to go. And
That's like, you saw the one where she said, now shout your own name. People are like, what? I'm just looking at what else I have to show you guys. Okay, I showed you the trending TikToks. I'd show you, I guess Trump posted this on TikTok. Christmas is coming up. Christmas is coming up. You guys ready for it? But you can't say Merry Christmas, right? So, oh, look at this. Here, let me turn on my light. It's 1 hour later. There's that. That's better. At least I have a light. The sun is basically down. It's scary out there. I don't know if I prefer it with the sun going down early. What do you guys think about daylight savings time? You notice I got a haircut? It's not bad. I went to Supercuts. It's not as cheap as it used to be, like $15 for a haircut. Now it's $30. That seemed to happen like pretty fast. All right, I'll show you this TikTok that Trump shared and got millions of views.
how dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we?
Well, guess what? We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Melania is pretty classy, I have to say.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas?
That apparently got a bunch of views on TikTok. So Trump's winning the digital war. CNN caught her running different ads. So here's CNN calling her out for running different ads in different markets. So they're calling her out. Oh, I wanted to see, because I saw Nate Silver trending on X. I have to see what's trending and see what the deal is. I want to see what his prediction is. You win a lot of money betting on politics, I feel like. But 2022, I lost everything. Before that, I won all the time. Nate Silver. Nate Silver is trending. Let's see why. Oh, he thinks the majority of the polls are fake. Huh. It's really confusing. I clicked on the trending and I'm not sure what the big post is about him that he's trending for. This morning's update. Oh no, Trump is down. He's got it almost even. So Nate Silver is trending. His update is that it's almost even. I don't know, but maybe it is almost even. Trump is still ahead. So even if he wins by that small margin. Yes, Nate Silver is Jewish. You're right. I think. He's good though, man. He was always right. Back in the day, he was always right.
Tonight, mixed messages. A K-file investigation this hour finds Kamala Harris is targeting crucial battleground voters with vastly different messages on Gaza and Israel. This ad is running in Michigan, which has the largest Arab population in America.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 9 months is devastating. We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent.
All right, well, it's a very different story for an ad in Pennsylvania targeting Jewish voters.
Let me be clear. I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself, and I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7th.
Different message. Andrew Kaczynski is out front now. So, Andrew, those obviously do sound starkly different, to say the least. Tell me more about what you found.
Yeah, that's right. And this really illustrates the sort of fine line that the Harris campaign is trying to walk here in the closing weeks, closing
That's
days.
all right. That's good enough to show you guys. Yeah, they caught her showing different messages. Yeah, it's difficult to know which way to go on that, because you need you have the Jewish donors who want you to say things that are pro-Israel. Here's how things could end up taking forever. If it comes down to Nevada, where they count really slow. So apparently NBC is setting that up. So this is how it could be slow. Is if there's no clear winner, maybe let's say Kamala takes Pennsylvania and Trump takes Wisconsin or something. Here's or this shows Kamala winning North Carolina and Trump winning Pennsylvania. Then let's say it comes down to Nevada. So they're saying it'll take a week or something.
The
or
way I
more.
said, so she wins North Carolina. We could be living here in Nevada, waiting and waiting and waiting. And if you remember, Nevada will take a week to count all their votes.
Well,
And
because
we'll
they go
litigate
4 days after.
and you'll have more ballots coming in.
Yeah.
And then you're really going to be used a lot on air, because this is going to be lawyers upon lawyers litigating which ballots can get fixed or cured is the language you'll start to see, those provisional ballots. So the nightmare scenario where we're just waiting for weeks, sort of the Florida of 2000, the way I said. So she
There you
wins
go.
North Carolina.
There's a nightmare scenario. Are you prepared for if your candidate loses? Are you prepared if your candidate loses? Here is liberal crying about it. They say people could have complete meltdowns, apparently. Lose faith in
I
everything.
just saw a video of Harris supporters lining the street, waving signs in Bastrop, Texas, and it has me completely losing my mind. I'm bawling. I grew up in Texas. My grandfather was a union organizer. He cared about people deeply. My grandmother was liberal. My mother, a social worker, liberal. But Texas, after Ann Richards, I'm 48. So I remember when Texas was blue, when Ann Richards had us at the best schools in the country. We were doing great. And then the Republicans, the Bushes, and the destruction of Texas. And at 18, I knew that Texas was not a safe or a sane place, not a safe place for me. And I left, and I've been really feeling all of my family, my extended family, my brother, who I've completely lost to the right wing. And I've really been feeling this the past couple of days. Just the intense pain of losing people, never talking to them again your whole life because they don't believe that you deserve to exist. They are hateful, racist, self-righteous, and it's not worth having a relationship with them. And it just makes me think of how proud and happy that my grandparents.
All right, that's enough of that. Are you going to cry if your candidate doesn't win? So people think Trump is going to win. It's interesting. I think he will too. They say it's close, though. So we'll find out. 24 hours. I mean, definitely. It's 8 p.m. Eastern right now. I heard some of the polls close at 7. So, yeah. We're going to know tomorrow. Scary. Stop sharing that. We've moved from daylight to nightlight. This is a pretty funny prank somebody pulled on people with Harris signs in their yard. This is like a prank.
I put a lawn sign in my front yard, and I don't think I should be subjected to these fraudulent mailers.
When this 50-year-old Shrewsbury woman put up a Harris wall sign in front of her home, she just wanted to show her support. She never imagined she would be subjected to a campaign dirty trick.
It really creeped me out.
She was dismayed when the mail arrived this week and she received this postcard. It purports to be from the Harris campaign, thanking her for putting up a sign and alerting her a family from Nicaragua would be moving into her home.
That's when I realized it was an obvious attempt to try to either scare me or rage bait me and make me upset.
It's absolutely a scare tactic.
Suffolk.
I put a lawn sign in my front yard.
Scare tactic. That's pretty funny. Let's see. I have a clip of Bill Maher defending Trump. I'll play that clip for you. How did she not realize it's a joke? It was a joke, not a threat. You'll have 2 people from Nicaragua moving in. Thank you for putting out a Kamala Harris yard sign. I wonder if I almost want to go out. I almost want to go out and hold a Trump sign and just get people honking and stuff. We'll see what's going on tomorrow.
I woke up today to the headline that Trump had called for a firing squad for Liz Cheney. And this is what I really don't like about the media. No, he didn't.
He did
you
not.
don't have to move me to not like Donald Trump.
He says
more
so
than I
many shitty
already-
things. Why do you have to
And
do
by
that?
the way,
Yeah.
if you Pete don't realize it, well, here's what he said. He's criticizing him for being a war hawk. I mean, she is Dick Cheney's daughter. He said, she's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her. Okay. Let's see how she feels about it. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington in a nice building saying, oh, gee, we'll send tens of thousands of troops right into the mouth of the enemy. Now, of course, he expresses himself horribly. He has to add, she's a stupid person because he's
well,
a
Trump
moron.
knows what it's really like from Vietnam.
But just to be clear, this is exactly what hippies always said. This is exactly what peaceniks always said. This is Fortunate Son, the song. It's like, you know what? It's very easy to sit in your building and send young men to die. But apropos of Ukraine,
yes,
because I don't know, that war doesn't look like it's going in the right direction.
Not at all, no.
But just so, you know, just don't lie to me. I don't like Donald Trump. Don't lie to me and tell me he wants in front of us a firing squad. He was saying something that, by the way, if it came out of the mouth, some of it, not the stupid part, again, sounds like what hippies used to say
But
about
Bill,
not
can I-
sending people to, yes.
There you go. So there's Bill Maher defending Trump over the firing squad comments, which we covered on the last show. And finally, I just have us going back in time to when things were more libertarian. So when they passed rules about like not being able to drink and drive and having to wear your seatbelt, this is just old
Still,
school.
any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Still, any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is
Oh, those are the days. Can we ever go back? All right, buy your t-shirts, okay? Nobody gave me super chats. You can support the show by going to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil anytime. I'll check those, I'll check to see if anybody dropped me any. You can go to Cash App, $LTV411, support the show. And let's see how this election goes tomorrow. Check out our store, truthclothing.io. Don't make me show you the t-shirts. They're awesome. Truthclothing.io. I will show you. Share this tab instead. Check out our t-shirts. They are on sale and for sale, and they're here in stock. You can get a Crypto Future shirt. This is what I'll highlight. $5. Crypto Future. It's in plenty of sizes available. Crypto Future is cool. If Trump wins, it should be good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin shirts are $5. Lift the Veil Never Normal baseball that I was wearing today. This one, $10. Check them out. Truthclothing.io. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for the election. For now, that's what it is.